So it's been a little while since the last time I, showed you some of my Minecraft FNAF builds. Let me just fix this. But since then, I have been doing some work. So, I began work on my Afton ending build on a stream. I think it was when I did on the anniversary of FNAF 4. I think it was that stream. I didn't finish it on stream or anything, and I didn't continue building for a while. And then I started building the FNAF 1 location, when I was on a call with someone else who was building it, and I was like, hey, why don't I do it too? So I'm going to be doing a video on that build in the future, but for right now, I wanted to do, I finished both, by the way, both the FNAF 1 location and the Afton ending. So I wanted to show you how the builds went. I'm just gonna, there we go. So, but yeah, for this video, we're gonna be going over my Afton ending build. So I think I'm pretty sure I've already showed you guys this, but what you guys didn't learn yet, because I mean I didn't do it until recently, was that while I was building my FNAF 1 location, I wanted to make the parts and service room look accurate, or the backstage, I mean. So I decided to actually download a FNAF mod, and I found one that was for 1.18.2, which is really recent, so it wouldn't remove like literally anything in this world, because I didn't really use any 1.19 blocks in this world yet. So it didn't remove anything, and it added a bunch of FNAF stuff. So since I could now, I decided to add actual endoskeletons here, and I added the Endo 02 specifically because they look a lot more like the Glamrock Endos. So yep, there's those. And yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure I showed you guys this, but I could be wrong. There might be a little bit more detail that I should add in here, and I might, but for this video, it's not really all that important. So let's go inside. Again, not really any detail here, because, I mean, it's not really important. An important part of the build. Generator. Turn off the torch. Even though it should technically be down when it's on, logically, in-game, but yeah. So, here is the FNAF 6 pizzeria. So basically, I put, like, lights in the ceiling, which are all broken and stuff in the game, and the lights on the stages, and some broken ones. These are actually glow item frames, so they give off some light because in the game they're actual lights. So I put down the fallen tables and stuff. Arcades. There are arcades in the mod. You can see right here. There's 3 arcade machines, one of which I used in this build, but it's easier to use. It's easier to just make them myself, because then it's easier to show them actually fallen over, because some of them are fallen over. Here's the basketball game from FNAF 6 that you can find on the far right of the building in the game. And then right here is the hole. Now, this build isn't perfect, and I did make some mistakes, specifically with the hole and the FNAF's and the last room down there. I'll get to that in a second, though. Let me just fix that. But yeah, we'll go down there in a second. I just want to show you guys one more thing. Like I said, this is the hole, and there's like the thingy above it, like the structure, like hovering over it. This is the recharge station I made, so you can actually go in right here, like that, if you wanted to. Just remember, guys, this is only my Afton ending build, connected to, and also remember that this is a theory, like a theoretical build. So my FNAF sister location and my FNAF 4 house are both here, and I'm also going to build like the FNAF 4 gameplay house over there too when I make it to that. But like, this is a theoretical build. So there's stuff in this build that isn't 100% confirmed to be here, but I decided to include just for fun, because if my theory is right, the FNAF 6 is Fredbear's Family Diner repurposed, then it would kind of make sense if one of these rooms contained the stuff from Fredbear's Family Diner. So in here I included a bunch of Springlock suits, Fredbear with the bloody mouth because it's post-bite, and I think that's really cool because it obviously would have been locked away. The Springlock suits on armor stands, endoskeletons, some FNAF 1 animatronics, I'm gonna replace these with Chica actually, so it's a lot darker in here, because that's the Chica decoration from FNAF 3, which is a light. And Foxy, where's the Foxy head? Same with Foxy, yeah. There's that, and then there's that. So yeah, and you can see Fredbear and Golden Freddy, their eyes glow too, which is really cool. Here's some arcade machines. There's the security puppet box, because I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain that the security puppet and Charlie, the security puppet minigame and Charlie's death were at Fredbear's Family Diner, so it makes sense that that would be here. Again, endoskeletons all over the place, and Golden Freddy and Fredbear. This is with a Golden Freddy, Spring Bonnie. I think that's a regular Golden Freddy. Like the animatronic that attacks you, Golden Freddy, Fredbear after the bites, another Spring Bonnie. These are the drone versions of them, which is interesting. Bonnie, thingy, yeah, you get the point by now. So I'll put that back. So, now, let's go into the hole. I shouldn't say that. Okay, so I made sure that the way down was pretty accurate to the game. It's really hard to make, and I made like this portion on stream, but from here and onward, nothing was on stream. I built this recently, so this is where my mistakes started. So I think I still did pretty well for considering the mistakes I made, but there are some mistakes. Like it in the actual hole in FNAF 6, in the FNAF 6 location in Security Breach, you're supposed to be able to just go straight down and you end up like on top of the blob. I wasn't able to do that because, well, first of all, I made like this stuff a little bit inaccurately. So this should have like bent a little bit more and like led out over here and stuff. And I might have also done this wrong, but I'm not quite sure. I think I don't know if I did it right, but I might have, I might not have, but still, it should have. I think it should have probably been like turning this way instead of that way, and I ran out of space there too anyway, so this wouldn't have been enough space probably. And yeah, I did make some mistakes there, and so it's not entirely accurate. But now we go down here. And yes, I literally did build the blob. So there's one problem with it though. This mod doesn't have sister location animatronics. Okay, FNAF mobs. There's no funtime animatronics anywhere. So I literally had to just white block. White block with a red carpet and red banners to represent baby. Like, that was the one part that I just, like, I didn't know how to do. This Chica thing here is was also pretty hard to make because, like, you can't really make these heads, like, upside down, you know? So I couldn't, like, I just couldn't really do this that well. But I think that's as well as I possibly could. I put an endo in here because there's like the Mangle endo, and I also included like the literal Mangle animatronic because there's no actual Mangle head. There's heads for Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. There's no head for any of the other animatronics in the mod, despite the fact that there's a lot of other ones. There's no other heads in the mod. So there's also a Freddy mask, which is interesting. I'm gonna take a flashlight. Look at this. It just gives you night vision, which is weird. It's not even a flashlight, but hey, you can see better, right? So yeah, I included the literal Mangle animatronic. I tried to cover up the rest as well as I could, but oh, whoops. But it's hard to do that. So yeah. Over here, you can't actually. Oh, hey, here's the head. You can't actually see it here because well, it doesn't. Okay, screw this night vision. Okay, screw the flashlight. So you can't see it here because in the actual game it is actually blocked off. But I put the puppet mask here because it's in the blob, but it's actually blocked off in game. It's literally underneath the rocks, so you can't just see it by looking around it. Did you guys also know that like if you walk into the blob like from this angle? In the actual game, you can actually get stuck inside the blob. I did that, I think, in my Afton ending race on purpose, just to show that you could. But yeah. Now here is the other mistake that I made. I made two mistakes. It's here. One thing that I forgot is that when Freddy comes over here, and he's standing right here, he turns around and looks this way before he falls. But like I forgot about that, so I made it so that if he falls, he ends up right in here. Okay? That's the problem, because then this whole thing should be facing this way. I made it backwards, pretty much. That was a little bit of a problem. But yeah, here's the I specifically used the Balloon Boy arcade machine because, I mean, it's Balloon World in here. There's the purple bed because there's a purple bed. This was the best I could do for the fanny drying on the wall. There's nothing else I could have done. And here there's a recharge station. This is the best I could do for a recharge flashlight, because you can't connect these onto the wall. They just hover. They float. They can only go on top of blocks, and even if there's no block there, it stays as if there was. So that's the weird thing. So I just put a redstone behind it and then put it into the wall. I don't know how I'm going to do that when I build the actual security breach mall, though, because there might be places where it would just phase through the wall. Then, yeah, there's 2 recharge stations. There's all the monitors. There's the vent up here. And then that leads over to where Afton is. And then there's the vents in the ground where the blob comes out from. There's, like, fans in all of these, so I put iron trapdoor and iron bars. And, yeah, this is where Freddy drops down, obviously. There's, like, there's broken stone and stuff in rocks in the floor, so I just put deep slate there. And yeah, for the most part, I think I did this pretty accurately, besides the fact that it's turned around and that thing. What? I didn't realize I was close enough. My bad. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. There we go. Okay. So now, you can actually close these doors, by the way, with the door buttons. For some reason, those door buttons don't work on vent hatches, so I just put a lever here. But yeah, you can close these. So, if you go down this hall, I'm going to turn off the flashlight, then you can make it to where Afton is. And there's 3 different rooms, or technically 5, because of all the connectors between. There's nothing in these rooms that connect to the actual hallways. They connect to other rooms. This is the room on the right side of the office. It's that camera where he comes in here, and I think the camera's like right up here, I think. And then this is where he shows up from. And since there's no burn trap in the mod, I decided to just put spring trap in there because it's the closest thing, and I think it's relatively accurate. And I think you could still get in here. Yeah. I'm not going to open this trapdoor, though, because then he's going to fall, and then he's not even going to be facing this anymore. Then there's also these big things on, like, the tank thingies on the side. I don't really know if they're actually there, but yeah. So, you know what's weird? If you run on these, or if you fall on them... Okay, that wasn't high enough, but if you run on them, that's the best way I could show it. It shows the textureless, texture, I guess. Okay, you know what I mean, I think. I hope. But yeah, one thing I learned when I was actually like looking at the room for the production of this video, or not the production of the video, but like the when I was building this, was that there's actually a vent up here. I didn't actually know that, and it made me realize it's possible that this is actually where the blob comes down from, because you know, in that final cutscene, the burn trap is still in this room, and then the blob just shows up out of nowhere. So it's possible that he actually came from up here. So I think that's actually everything. I'll give you a sneak peek of the FNAF 1 location. I'm not gonna go like inside, but I'll just show you like the outside. So let's. Nope, wrong thing. Okay, there we go. So there's the FNAF 1 location. I'll show you the outside and just the main lobby, I guess. And also, if you're wondering what all these things are, there's actually structures in the mod. You could just spawn structures. I'm just gonna do an example. Sam's Pizzeria. Yeah, sure. So I'm just gonna go over here, make sure it's away from that, so it's not gonna mess anything up. Might break this building if I'm too close. I'll just do this. There we go. Yep, there we go. See, it just spawns a structure. So that was all the Afton ending build. and I'm pretty proud of that, despite the few mistakes. And I hope you guys liked it. But here is FNAF 1. So by the way, this whole thing is completely empty. I just did it for aesthetic purposes, because if that wasn't there, the building looks so bland. So yeah, and Freddy Fazbear's, there's no room for pizza, so I just put an actual pizza here. So Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And I made the entrance a Freddy head, because that's how it's described in the new kid, even though it might not be the same location, but it could still be. And then I used both black and white tiles and cracked black and white tiles, and a bunch of modded stuff in this build. I didn't use like the actual wall blocks for the walls, because, well, first of all, I'd already built all of them and that would take way too long. I did replace the floors, but the floors take less time than the entire walls, and also I just felt like it didn't look as good, to be honest. Let me show you guys an example. Like, if you just do it like this, it looks too empty on the top. Like, it looks like the black and white area is way too small, which it is smaller in the actual game, but it's not that small. So I feel like this works better, even if it's not. This is probably more accurate because it has the red there and it's smaller, but it's too small. And this is too big, you know. So I just kept it like this because I think it looks a little bit better. And then I just put a bunch of arcade machines here. Presents, and yeah, I'm gonna show you the rest of the FNAF 1 build in not my next video, but in an upcoming video. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to. And yeah, hope you guys like these builds, or that build and the sneak peek of this build. Remember, stay tuned for next time where we go over this, where I show you guys this whole build. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm probably going to be building FNAF 2, FNAF 3 as well. They're not connected to Security Breach, so I can just record them wherever. Build them wherever. I could just build them like over there. Sister location, FNAF 6, all those are connected. I might also build Ultimate Custom Night, which is just a FNAF 1 location, but like with more stuff in it. I might build that too. But yeah, I'll probably build a bunch of this stuff, a bunch more FNAF builds. So yeah, stay tuned. I kind of want to build black what? I meant to say Bendy and the Ink Machine and Poppy Playtime. I kind of want to build those too. But yeah, let me know in the comments if that's something you would like to see. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.